this will be my first communication about a sulfur-based medication. Like, it doesn't matter what the hell you call it. It's got sulfur in it. And because I was misdiagnosed for 20 years by doctors and trapped in mental hospitals on and off from 18 to last or 2 years ago. My body's used to taking sulfur-based medications to sleep, which pretty much probably, I think the sulfur-based medications probably take the sulfur out of your body, and then your body's like, well, if you're going to stop taking the pill to put sulfur in your body, I'm not going to make any more. And we'll get into that explanation after the pill kicks in. If you must know, it's 100 milligrams of Seroquel. It is the best sulfur-based medicine I've had. However, if doctors would have just given me eye surgery, I wouldn't be here right now I wouldn't have as many bad memories. And I would have been talking about my dream eyeball a long time ago. But doctors treated me like I couldn't say the word never mind, and then they were calling me schizophrenic and bipolar. But because I was taking the sulfur-based medications, it pretty much, well, we'll get into that. So let me go, I'm going to go hop around because I had foot surgery on my right foot. Next month I have to have surgery on my left foot. It'll be straightening my feet out by putting a screw in my middle toe to bring my bones directly in line with each other. So my right foot's done, and I gotta wait a month before I get my left foot. And I don't want to put my boot on. Because I know. I'll be back. Just know I don't want to take this pill, but when you're forced to take these pills for 20 years because doctors don't know how to fix your brain, you get stuck. And I probably won't live long because of that. See, that fucking air conditioner, it's not working. I forgot to turn the light off, and I am not hopping back over there. Once again, I'm taking it in my right hand and drinking with my left hand because it's a drug. I wouldn't need this medication if they would have fixed me and given me eye surgery. I mean, I needed eye surgery since I was born, so like all the doctors in my life just didn't even know. Okay, so now I went from taking a dronabinol pill, which is a marijuana pill, to taking an opium pill, which I kind of liked. But now, to sleep tonight, I had to take a sulfur-based medication, or Seroquel, and we'll get into what Seroquel does to me when it kicks in, even though I pretty much already know, but just for science, we will wait until it kicks in. And I can do this with any drug you want, if you must know about the drug. My suggestion is stop doing drugs if you don't want me to talk about them, because we need to train our kids how to be happy, not how to be popular. And I will do that when I'm married by writing a book for 6th graders. Because apparently now, schools believe we should teach 6th graders about sex. So I'm going to write a book and teach them how to be happy. Because you've been teaching these kids about sex for how many years, and like the divorce rate keeps going up. Apparently something's not working. And I explain a little bit more about what I'm going to write in my last video. It's pretty much a summary of my book. And technically, it could just be an hour video you watch in sex education class. And like, yeah, which would be more proper because digital environmental communication is about talking to the planet, and kids nowadays prefer to listen instead of read. So there may be a possibility that I don't write that book now, because I made a video. Just show the kids the video. I don't believe I cussed, and if I did, boo-hoo. If you're gonna teach kids about sex in 6th grade, you might as well let them cuss. Don't get mad at them if they're gonna run around saying fuck, bitch, shit ass, whatever. Like, you taught them about sex when they were 11 and or 12 years old. Like, they're too young for that shit. I didn't learn about sex till 9th grade. And I already knew about it by then, so it really wasn't a big deal. We just made jokes in class. That's all we ever did, was make jokes. And I don't know, I don't remember how long it was. I don't remember much of it, except for a couple of the jokes that, you know, us dumb teenagers came up with. So, if you want to mail me drugs and have me make a video about them, I will not shoot up, by the way, so don't even bother, because it doesn't do any difference. And that's explained in my last video. But you can mail me drugs at 504 West Street, DeWeese, Nebraska 68934, and I will tell you about them. Because I am Dr. Face, which I heard on a song, but I'm going to take it, and I'm going to call myself Dr. Face. You don't like it? Don't have a face. Oh, you don't want to take your face off? Well, then listen to me, because I am your doctor. Because your doctor probably doesn't know as much as me. Now, there are doctors that know more than me, but those doctors are hard to find. And I found a doctor that knows more than me. 2 of them. My pain doctor and the guy that did the surgery on my foot. He wrote yes on my right foot and no on my left foot, just in case he got confused on what foot he was working on. So I've got yes and no written on my feet in purple. Like, he wrote yes on my right foot because that one he was doing surgery on, and then he wrote it on my left foot no, and it's written in purple. It's like, why are you doing that? You can't remember what foot you're gonna cut open? Like, really, it doesn't matter. I mean, they both gotta be dead anyways. And I smoke rolled tobacco, pipe tobacco, because it has less chemicals. Plus they put syrup in pipe tobacco. That's why it stays lit in a pipe. But I just roll my own. I smoke less, and it's healthier for me than the cotton-filled cigarettes. Because, like, when you smoke a filtered cigarette, you're smoking cotton, pretty much. I've noticed after my surgery, my rolling skills have depleted, and I'm having more problems rolling, which is not good because, like, that's how I smoke my cigarettes. And either it's just too hot, humid outside because it's the middle of July, or I just can't fucking roll a goddamn fucking cigarette and I'm wasting my fucking papers. fuck! Ugh. Started piss. I have a machine. It's upstairs. I don't want to hobble up there and go get my cigarette machine. Makes them perfectly round, whatever. You know what? I will. I will go get my cigarette machine. I haven't used it for a while. We'll see how that turns out, because I'm having problems rolling them now. I mean, when they break your foot and you live alone and there's no one to take care of you, it sucks. Because, like, the fan needs to be brought upstairs, but I can't carry that fucking thing up there. And I don't want to sleep down here because the flies are all around. They keep bothering me. So I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. No one wants to fucking give me any guidance. I'm gonna fucking. The only help I'm getting is from my landlord, and he's just not expecting me to. He's not mad that I can't pay rent all the way. And God bless his heart. Ow. Yeah, I'm crawling up the stairs because I don't want to hop up them. You teach your kids to go down the stairs backwards until they can actually walk up and down them without falling. I'm going to have to go fucking backwards. Oh. Fuck, you're not. God, fuck! Fucking sheet downstairs. Fuck. Why did I not remember that my machine was downstairs in the recording studio? I don't know. Probably just so I could crawl up and down the stairs backwards like a child. If I could make you look like an idiot. Make me look like an idiot. Okay. Back down the stairs now. Oh, where the fuck is that? Motherfucker! Seriously. Where in the fuck? Oh. Well, I guess I'm not gonna fucking goddamn fucking roll a cigarette in my fucking cigarette machine because I'm not running around looking for something with a fucking broken foot. That fucking. So we'll waste all my fucking papers. That's the third fucking cigarette today that I haven't been able to roll. If you don't like me cussing, stop having sex. Like, I'm tired of your crap. I'm not happy right now. I'm not happy because I don't know where my fucking shit is. And I don't got anybody here to help me. That's what women do. Women help you organize your thoughts. I don't even know where my goddamn bag of tobacco is. I'm not out yet in my little container, but fuck. Don't give me a woman. I'll move to Russia. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't. If this is how America's gonna treat me, I'm fucking leaving. I've been talking on YouTube with that picture behind me for how fucking long? Why can't I fucking do this anymore? It's gotta be the humidity's fucking with my papers. Maybe I need to keep my papers in the fridge or something. I don't know. If it's moist out, the glue's gonna be more warm, which means it's more fucking, I don't know. But I can't fucking understand. You gotta go fast. You gotta lick and go. You gotta roll fast. Okay, that was a good one. I got that one. I don't even think I've ever messed up 3 fucking cigarettes in a day. It's not that hard to roll a cigarette. Apparently today I can't very well. I mean, I've rolled more than I've messed up, but I guess I bought 10 packages of papers the other day. So I don't think the Seroquel's kicked in yet, but I pretty much know what it's going to do. So that might hinder my ability to properly tell you what happens when it does. I don't know. But whatever. And I just can't believe it at all. Out of all the single women I know, nobody wants to fucking live with me and be my wife. Like my girlfriend. Whatever. Wife, girlfriend. I don't like the word wife. Like, shut up. Okay, so I don't know what time I took my Norco, but my foot's starting to hurt again, which all pain medication does is it blocks the bottom of your spinal cord so the pain sensory doesn't go to your brain. So your body still feels the pain, but your brain doesn't get the message as fast. It's just pain pills block the bottom of your spinal cord and it stops the neuro. I'm assuming it stops the electricity from, I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works. That was a different video, but for later purposes, I'll find out more about how pain traveling is censored into your brain so you know you're in pain. But that's not the point of this video. I remember, like, getting prescribed Seroquel, like 400 milligram. I thought I was gonna die. I can't take more than like 100 milligrams, or even 100 milligrams makes me feel like I'm gonna die a little bit. Like I'm gonna just, I don't know. Puts me to sleep though. And I don't sleep because I don't have, or because I have fibromyalgia. As well as my body's used to taking those pills. And for anybody that takes government-made methamphetamine because you have ADD, like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. Stop taking meth. The government makes meth. It's called Adderall and Ritalin. Like, medicine for ADD and ADHD is methamphetamine made by the government. And Hitler was the one who made cold cut crank which ended up turning into methamphetamine. So you can thank Hitler for all the meth on the planet because he's the one that invented it, and they called it cold cut crank. And he used it to keep his soldiers alert and awake, and we all know how that turned out. And then the government thought it was a good idea to start giving people that for ADD. Like, kids are taking meth. Like, in France, they don't have a diagnosis of ADD or ADHD. It doesn't exist. Which I probably need to look more into that for the language. French. Like, French have French fries, but apparently if they don't have a diagnosis of ADD or ADHD, there's something going on with that language that makes it better than the countries that have that diagnosis. Because mental illnesses resolve from the communication of the language we speak. But when it all comes down to it, Russian is the language of love. But you don't understand that because you may not have watched my last video called Narco or whatever. Boys are red, girls are blue. Like, I don't know what your Bloods and Crips thing's about, but you need to pay attention to that picture, because if you're a boy, you're red, and if you're a girl, you're blue. Which is why I need a refrigerator to sleep, and I can't get anybody convinced to bring me one. AKA, I need a wife, girlfriend, lover, whatever. I want to say I think the Seroquel is kicking in, and it's affecting me above my eyeballs. It's making them feel confused, or I'm feeling like a little bit of static above there, and that's in my emotional cortex, so it's hitting up there first, and what it's doing is the sulfur is going to my brain and pretty much shutting down my neurotransmitters of norepinephrine, because my brain's not producing enough GABA in order to lessen the stimulation in my electrical spinal cord so that I can fall asleep. And it's making me feel like a commercial. Or if you know what 90s television was when the channel was out, them little white and black ants that we called them on the screen that are like fuzzing around. And I don't like it, but like I told you, my body's been used to it for so many years because of being misdiagnosed that it's the only way I can sleep. So I have to deal with this horrible drug. I need to sweep my floor. It's not dirty, but there's tobacco on the floor. The ants are eating it. Apparently they like it. I don't know. I'm hungry now, so I'm gonna hobble to the fridge. And that's what sulfur-based medications do. They help. They make you hungry, and you gain weight, kind of, depending. And like, yeah, I'm not able to communicate as well as I was in my last video before I took the Seroquel. I've heard people call it booty juice. It pretty much, Seroquel makes my eyes feel like black melting stars. And it causes confusion. Which is just shutting down my brain so I sleep. And, like I said, I'm not happy right now about that at all. As you can tell, I haven't moved to the fridge yet to get some food. I made some casserole. It should last a few days minimum. And I shouldn't have to cook again, except for heating up in the microwave. Which, when your microwave beeps, you're not supposed to open until it's done beeping, because that means the radiation is out of the microwave, which is why there's the metal grid on the microwave keeps the radiation in there, because the radiation is a bigger wavelength than the holes in the grid. So always wait for your microwave to get done beeping, or if you shut it off, wait 5 to 10 seconds before you open it, or that radiation is going to come out. And there's a lot of radiation in my house. Every single electric outlet, everything that has electricity in it, gives off radiation. My light switches, my outlets, everything. Even if I'm not using them, there's still the electricity in that outlet is releasing radiation into the air. And I'm using Wi-Fi right now to cast this video, and the Wi-Fi signal is actually radiation as well. Radio waves are radiation. Radiation, same thing. I was told the radio waves were light. They are not. It's radiation. The original machine man-made was the Morse code. I don't like this pill, but I have to sleep. It's making my voice sound deeper than it usually does, or I'm talking slower at least. Which I sound different now that the Seroquel is pumping through my brainstem. It pretty much, I have sulfur in my brain right now, because that's what the pill does, is that it hits my stomach acid and it releases sulfur that is carried through my blood vines to my brain within the hydrogen, and nitrogen in there. The nitrogen creates the explosion for the sulfur to release, and the carbon prevents the pill from, and the ingredients from eating a hole in my vines, my blood vines, so that I don't die. And it might not be the sulfur that's the bad part of the medication. It might be the carbon. I'm not positive on which one is worse for the human body, but all man-made medications have carbon in them, and everything has carbon in them. So I don't know everything about the chemistry of things. I just know that. I'm going to get some food. Oh shit, my garden's on. Fuck. Now I gotta put my boot on and go turn my garden off. It doesn't matter, it's been on that long. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. I don't remember the last time it rained. So I need to weed the garden, however, I can't. And I don't know when I'll be able to again. So, yeah, I'll be back with some food. I'm gonna eat, and then I gotta put my ice pack on my toes again, and we'll go through what that feels like when I get back. You should always step with your heels first. My golf club cane. I'm using a golf club as a cane. The only golf club I have, and I kept it for purposes of having a cane. Oh, there's my tobacco. That's helping me out. It's a 10 iron. This will be my cane as an old man. Maybe. Probably. I really wish I had some snack food. I don't. I don't have any peanut butter, so I don't have. Well, I got fruit. You guys But I could use some cookies or some potato chips or something. But I don't have enough money to pay my bills. So it really doesn't matter what the fuck I eat. As long as I eat something, I guess. I can't do you're gonna do dishes tomorrow or sooner. I guess I do have some chocolate, but I'd have to make it. And I shouldn't be standing that much. Fuck. I didn't clean my microwave out from earlier. Apparently, when I put the butter in too long, it got all over the microwave plate. It never stays on. It's a brand new microwave. That was pretty much all this video really needed. I didn't really need to put much more in there, but I'm gonna eat now. Salt is actually a flavor enhancer. I need to eat more salt. I just know it's not good for you if you eat too much. But I don't have cholesterol issues. I think that's what it causes. It's not good for you then when you have cholesterol issues. So I was asked by my landlord one day about, he's like, "You like corn?" Well, my voice box doesn't know what food tastes like.